Our war on British tyranny begins tonight. In Boston, brave men fight for the right to govern themselves. Tonight, we fight for freedom. As I bear witness to the sacrifice of this generation, I take great comfort in the memory of our forefathers. Those pioneering men who traveled to these shores seeking a new life. Like the intrepid Captain John Smith and his fellow settlers, we too seek a new world. Not only for ourselves, but for future generations of Americans. As I look back on their endeavors, at the unknown dangers that awaited the pioneers over every rise and behind every tree, I am reminded that I play but a small part in a much greater story.
Ready yourselves, men! Stay behind cover, men! They're charging again! Steady! Hold the line! Show them strength. Infantry! Break off attack!
Let's see if we can fix that. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. He says, Happy Treason Day. Good to see you guys. Really happy to see everybody. Let's see if that's better. Alright. Hopefully now we've got that pesky microphone back. So isn't this is John Smith, right? Yep, this is John Smith himself. Make sure that we keep these savages away from our colonies. We have churches and tobacco and things of that nature. Wait, so do they. They've got churches as well. Thank you, Jam. Happy 4th of July, everybody. And for those of you guys watching the Female Soccer World Cup, I'm actually got a lot of money riding on USA. I think we're going to get a World Cup victory there. Not the men's, obviously. Thank you, Lion. Oh yes, certainly. We're going to be slaughtering a lot of natives. Although in this, we are playing this campaign on hard, which I've never tried. And right now, those natives are doing an okay job. I hope that these guys can hold their cool while this battle continues. We're getting quite close. It's a sure thing. It's a sure thing. There's no way the Netherlands is going to win that game. They're good right now. That's going to take some time. I believe next we're heading into the French and Indian War. Speaking of Canada, Wolf Canada's not going to like this part. We're going to be moving into Canada a little bit. Alright, there we go. Decisive victory. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see you guys.
From the very beginning, there have been hardships, irreplaceable losses. Brothers, fathers, sons lost to war, famine, and disease. And yet our forefathers endured, refusing to give up on the one thing they all believed in so fervently: freedom. Those brave men built a future from an inhospitable land, taming it and making it their own. The wild land was not the only threat. The natives were a constant menace, lurking at their borders, always ready for battle. It became obvious obvious that until borders were clearly established, peace would continue to be elusive.
Right.
Early settlers to establish Jamestown as a safe and prosperous settlement in this dangerous new world.
Safe and prosperous.
The British government will issue various
In this time period, that would pretty much be just all white Englishmen that are Protestants. Pretty much that's safe and prosperous. So we have to kill anything that isn't that. Well, that's the way it was. Alright, so, construct building here. Easy stuff here. We just go ahead and get the peasant farms up.
A message box will inform you when this building has been
And
Jamestown, the capital
I think
of
for
the
now we're just going to play it safe. Quiet, woman!
area.
Women did not speak this much during 1775. I don't understand why that's happening. Anyway, let's see. So, I think we should go ahead and try and get the magistrate. Perhaps we could also start recruiting some more men. Let's do the Colonial militia, actually.
Selected town, city.
So actually, the Jamestown settlers are somewhat better.
You have entered a unit.
Let's go ahead and get the Jamestown settlers going. Yeah, there was also I don't think it was Jamestown. I mean, I know Jamestown had some problems too, but was it the Roanoke colony that really there's like some mystery surrounding that, where they think they could have either been killed by the natives, or some people have like this occult belief that they went off and got sacrificed or did some witchcraft. It's a lot of weird stuff around that Roanoke colony. Roanoke. It's hard for me to say that word. Roanoke. There we go.
There is often a choice.
Okay, small cotton plantation or tobacco. I think we're gonna go for tobacco.
Follow one of these building chains. Once you have
Oh, let's not get political, boys. Let's not do that. That's no fun. Let's see. What do we got here? Alright, so we've got just standard peasant farms there. And I guess we're gonna try to venture southwards.
new units have been
I don't know when we're gonna have enough men. Like, I might just probe it. Probe it. And see what's down here.
multiple units.
Alright, so let's click on a unit card to select it. So I guess we're doing a little tutorial thing here. We have to listen to what she's saying. Oh, God.
On the campaign map.
Yes, we know. We do that, we do that. Yes, very good. Alright. Here we go. Alright, we've successfully completed this mission. And there we go. Pretty easy. So I guess we're going to be heading north. Why did I go south? Jamestown was a cult suicide in the Caribbean, wasn't it? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I think I know the Jamestown you're referring to. We gotta go get that freedom, boys and girls. Alright, objective is gonna be Werowokomoko. That sounds like a Hawaiian sort of city name. Alright, fair enough. I think we've got enough guys to take it, but it's always good to have overwhelming support. So I'm going to bring another Jamestown settler in, and while that's happening, I'll also keep building Jamestown settlers. Alright, let's go for it. Just get the natives out of here. Let's go for it, guys. We will assault for glorious America. Oh, thank you. So we'll actually, if you have the Steam link for that, it's always good for for us to get deals to people here watching the stream. It looks like Mountain Blade is pretty cheap, and let's be honest, guys, it doesn't look like Mountain Blade 2 is coming out anytime soon. So if you are interested in maybe taking a look at that, I would definitely recommend buying that game. Oh yeah, Jonestown was in Guyana. That was in northeastern South America. That's where what's that guy's name, man? Jim Jones. Had a bunch of people drink fruit punch laced with cyanide. Yeah, that's not cool, man.
Pressing the space bar.
That's not cool. Not very nice. Let's not make people drink cyanide. Let's make that a rule. But yeah, he pretty much convinced them that the American military was going to come in and kill them, and there was a lot of actual activity at the time, let's say. By the United States in that part of the world, propping up, military dictatorships, etc. So, you know, I'm not saying that he was right and that they would have been killed, but certainly I think the American government would have been forced to step in eventually and do something about that, because, you know, people were really suffering at at Jim Jones Temple. It was almost like some were kind of forced to do slave labor. It's just not a place you'd want to be. How long does it take you to reload? My goodness. I could eat my breakfast while these guys are reloading. Come on now. Don't be afraid to shoot. That's it. There we go. Nice little blast of freedom. Let's go up here. We'll try to set these guys up a bit more. In fact, we could do the same with the rest of these men, but I'll just keep standard formations for now.
The run button in the bottom right of the screen can be used to toggle the selected units between running or walking.
Let him have it, boys.
Running is useful for going somewhere in a hurry.
Somebody asked about glorious cavalry charges earlier. We will have that eventually. Yeah, I already knew that about Jim Jones. He got a lot of his followers were African American because of that fact. You know, he started out, believe it or not, before the whole suicide thing, he started out like a pretty cool guy in that he was like trying to help minority communities and do all this stuff. But I think, you know, the whole reason he did it was obviously just to, you know, just to get that following. Yeah, I'm not picking that phone call up. It's the 4th of July. I don't have time for phone calls. Got only time for one thing, boys and girls. Freedom. Let's go ahead. Yep. Oh, those shots are going really, really far off. Alright, let's see.
When under fire from enemy artillery, there will...
I'm actually going to go ahead and order these guys to charge right there. I think we can wipe them out pretty quickly, and I'll move these guys forward. In fact, we could probably even stop the charge. Let's see if we can get an impact here. Yeah, a little bit. Not much, though, so get off the charge right there and just start shooting.
The battle is over when all troops in an army are routed or killed.
Let them have it, boys. Give them the cold steel. Looks like we're going to be forced to get into bayonet combat. Oh, cool. All the DLCs for 11 euros. So, yeah, guys, if you guys enjoy Mountain Blade, this is a good time to pick that game up. I'm not sure if this is the case anymore. I know there's a Napoleonic mod. There used to be an American Revolution mod. I'm not sure if that's still there, where you get to play as either the British or the Colonials. So, speaking of the American Revolution, pretty cool stuff, man. That game's modding community is very amazing. I know there's a Game of Thrones mod, just crazy. I would definitely do some more Mountain Blade on the channel. The real reason I don't is I have played so much Mountain Blade, so much that, you know, I've pretty much played that game in and out. But maybe I'll put a poll up here on YouTube and on Twitch to see if you guys would like to see maybe a specific campaign. Maybe we could do Westeros, you know, Game of Thrones, something like that. Man, they're really trying to get away. I see hard mode for creative assembly game just means that the battle takes longer because the AI will keep retreating. That's all that means. Come on, get them, boys. 10 guineas to the first man who gets his kill. Oh, they're really going to retreat right back into the village here. Oh, Kosciuszko. When I used to live in Greenpoint with my ex-girlfriend, there was a statue of Kosciuszko in the park there, and the Polish people that live in that neighborhood would always put flowers there at his statue. I thought that was really amazing. You know, even at this time, like, there would always be fresh flowers. It was pretty incredible stuff. Come on, savages. If somebody could also link the Twitch channel, I'd really appreciate it. Anybody that hasn't joined the Twitch channel, follow us. For goodness gracious. I would be streaming on there, but, you know, I think most of you guys would be here on YouTube, so it's like, let's go to the YouTubes. See how they do. Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. There we go. That's going to be a heroic victory. Of course.
Battle statistics are displayed.
Oh, I do too, Wolf Canada. So Wolf Canada just made a really good point that he enjoys how the viewers of his channel tend to be knowledgeable about history. And I'll be honest, I always thought I knew a lot about history, but I know nothing compared to the viewers of his channel. And often I'm repeating what you guys are saying in chat. It's just like, wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that. Just fascinating stuff, man. History's great. I don't understand how history is still considered the most boring subject for non-university students. I don't get it, man. I mean, for me, it was always math. I hated math, but I always loved history. Let's see. All right, let's fix up this savage village.
An eruption of national pride in your home region following your victories on the field of battle. Every time a battle is won, or a territory.
Yeah, I think Armand has a point, and England's not particularly well liked, especially now. Although then again, neither is the United States. If we're talking about geopolitics, at the moment, neither are have a very good reputation. All right, so let's start recruiting some men here from this area. Some of them will probably be mixed, I'm sure. Probably early colonists may have come here and been with some of the women. We don't know. This is history, people. It's brutal. Let's go ahead and make his army a little bigger, and we'll end the turn. I think it's going to be enough. So we'll go ahead, take John Smith, and start heading north to Pennsylvania. All right, interception attacks. Yeah, we don't really need to do that right now.
As population growth is slow here, it is a very
Oh boy. All right, so we got a little ambush going on. I'll auto-resolve that. We might not have enough men to take this area yet. I think we do, but I can't be absolutely sure. What I'm going to try to do is actually send these guys up north. And if they can get there before the battle begins, then I'll add them to the army. Because they've got a lot of garrison troops there, as you can see. That's going to be a hell of a battle, man. Ooh. Oh, boy. This is a cool defense. You know what? I'm actually going to try to retreat. Just because I want these guys together when they attack. There we go. Though it's quite cold, I'm sure we're going to be taking a little bit of damage here. No such thing. No such thing as surrender with honor. Just ridiculous. Yeah, I think Nestor said it best. It really is dependent on the teacher. Some history teachers are incredibly boring, whereas others can really engage you. Oh, wow. That's a lot of Native Americans we've got there, boys. I think we're going to just continue the siege for now. We'll let them attack us if it comes to that, but that's more than I expected, and I think they're only growing in number. Just want to try to get this guy over there to the front lines.
As population growth is slow here, it is recommended that you upgrade farms.
Yeah, we're going to be forced to charge in here. Oh, please. Are you serious? Never mind. We just got an auto win. They didn't attack us. That's definitely not the best AI in the world. But fair enough. So just due to starvation, we've starved them out. Truly American way to beat your enemy right there. Did we break the game? Please tell me we broke the game. All right, there we go. We've colonized the new world, boys and girls. First step in our American history campaign is over.
Hostilities between the natives and settlers began to fade,
and again, if somebody can please put the Twitch channel in the chat. I love you forever. It's twitch.tv/AgrippaMaxentius. Follow us there. Bugs are inevitable. Yes, that's a good point. I was actually hoping to fight that battle. That's what annoyed me. That would have been a cool fight.
I was sent to demand the instant withdrawal of their troops. They refused, and the British retaliated by sending an army under General Braddock to take the valley by force. I was unlucky enough to be an officer in that army.
French and Indian War.
Knowledge of his surroundings and his refusal to listen to counsel led to his downfall. He marched us straight into a French ambush.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, click that link, guys. Follow us there. Costs nothing. It's just hit the follow button. Oh, he just got scalped. That's not nice.
use of these warriors and their knowledge of the land would prove to be the key to claiming the Ohio Valley.
The French have established a series of forts in the Ohio.
That is really cool, Macno.
These forts are well defended and will be difficult to take through military force.
I think you should. I preferred your last name, frankly.
Will provide you with some much needed assistance.
Oliver Walcott. Ooh. And his son replaced Hamilton. Oh, my goodness. You could have had a Broadway play written about him. But unfortunately not. Hamilton got the honors. Let's see. Alright, so we definitely want to start generating some income quickly. I think this is supposed to be a local fishery. And let's put George Washington in control of these men here. That's a hell of a fighting force.
Select the recruitment tab, then left-click on a unit to add it to the queue.
Alright, so we're going straight to Fort Niagara.
When ready,
Where I think, I could be mistaken, isn't that where Washington did win a victory?
and merge with them.
Against the British? Or, excuse me, against the French, pardon me. Yeah, there we go. So we have to capture Fort Niagara from the dastardly French. Oh, they've got some men along the way, it looks like. Sure do. Let's make sure that we fight this one, guys. Yeah. Well, I mean, keep in mind you are on, a wargaming channel, and I think we attract all sorts of interesting folks to this community, including probably those. Yeah, I know we have some tankies in the community, so I wouldn't be shocked if we had some of those as well. Again, my whole thing is just as long as people keep political beliefs to themselves, I don't care. It's not really my business. Unless you make it my business with, then that's something else. All right, let's move forward with our boys. Beautiful red coats. We'll just send the first detachment forward, and hopefully they can kind of clear the way for the rest of the men. And I'm doing this old-fashioned, guys. I'm not running up there like a madman. I'm going to do this like civilized Englishmen. We're just going to walk into battle position. So whatever happens to these men, it is what it is. But we're walking into battle here. We're going to show these natives, or, well, these Frenchmen, actually, that we're not afraid of them. But there are some natives in this battle. That's why we got the French and Indian War here. Let's go ahead and start firing. Right when we get on the edge there, we can start firing with the cannons. We could also try to fire at their cannons, although I think the trajectory is a bit off. Limber. Hopefully this is a good area to fire, we'll see. Oh, that should be great, Alex. Ken Burns always makes really good documentaries. He also did a Vietnam one, if anybody's seen it, that's just amazing. Yeah, absolutely. I think we have a lot of very nuanced views here on the channel for people, or from people. I mean, I always prefer, like, that sort of conversation can take place in the Discord. That's why we have the Discord. There's a political discussion area there, so if you want to go in there and beat each other up, have at it. But, keeping it off the main channel, especially with the way YouTube is now, man, it's, you talk about just about anything and you're considered controversial and, put down in the rankings. It's just really unfortunate situation we find ourselves in. Fortunately, another situation we find ourselves in is we don't have square formation. The French cavalry could do quite a lot of damage to our men walking here. But I think we're going to be okay. Yes, brings us all together in common purpose. Exactly. No, it's not just YouTube. It's not just YouTube. But it sort of seems to be the market's reaction in general to controversial topics. I think the market just kind of wants to shut that down. It's unfortunate. So remember, vote with your dollar. I won't say much more than that. Let's go over here. We are not moving. We're gonna walk right to battle. It's not gonna run. Just take your time, boys. There's no rush to death. Alright, we'll rush in now. We'll rush in now. Let's go ahead and get a nice thin line. I'll bring these guys in just on their left flank. Hopefully that'll work, because I want to clear these guys before we move any further. Really putting you to shame, boys. Here we go. Alright, let's see who outshoots who. Gonna get our boys set up here. Should begin firing very soon. Please tell me they reloaded before getting into line formation. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, nice. If we get volleys like that, keep getting volleys like that, we're going to be doing just fine. Look at those Frenchmen getting hit. Absolutely wiping out this 1st Regiment of Foot. And these are actually French Marines. These are quite good troops. I don't know if they're considered elite, but, you know, not bad for sure. Alright, let's bring the rest of the army over. And we'll just bring them over. We'll just go ahead and rush them into battle. Alright, one nice volley should knock them out completely here. Let's see if we can't get a nice shot. Nobody's in the way as far as I can tell. No, they're actually going to run away. Oh, maybe not. Nope, they're lining up. Come on, boys. Let's get another volley. Come on, Creative Assembly Engine. Don't do this to yourself. The men are just paused. They're just paused currently. Okay, well. Let's go up here. I think that's one way up. So we'll jump up here. I'm sure they'll use canister shot against us. But I think actually our men can handle that infantry unit. So we'll start pushing this way. It's actually a little more of a challenge, a little more challenging of a battle than I expected. I think just because the enemy has this fort. It's a pretty nice defensible location. Hey, General Tiberius. How you doing, buddy? Exactly, Ariman. This game's AI is truly amazing. Nothing beats a line infantry and just watching its enemy get into formation without doing jack shit about it. It's very true. It's very true. I mean, it's clear that they kind of... I mean, there's no updates for this game anymore, is there? There can't be, because some of the stuff is inexcusable. The mods do change things, although I'm so awful at downloading mods, and you don't have that nice, easy mod workshop that you have for games like RimWorld, etc., so I can't even figure it out, man. I used to really love a mod. It was actually for Medieval 2. That was English Civil War, the English Civil War mod. I would love to play that again. Although that one has recently, fairly recently, been discontinued or whatever. Oh, I love Reagan Youth, man. Reagan Youth. Reagan Youth. Reagan Youth. You know I can't say the next part. Reagan Youth was actually a totally anti-fascist band, but they had some very controversial lyrics that if you heard them the first time, you might think otherwise. You know, the speaking of Reagan Youth, the girlfriend of the lead singer, I forget his name, was one of the women killed by the serial killer Joel Rifkin. And that same lead singer of Reagan Youth eventually went on to die of a heroin overdose, with sort of that as a contributing factor, you know, the death of his girlfriend. That band has a really deep history in the punk movement, and just a great band. Let's move up here. Come on. Send some cavalry to wipe out those artillerymen. I brought the cannon across too. And Washington is where he should be, in the back and the rear with the gear. That's where you keep your officers. Move them up forward a little bit. That's a great thing you bring up, actually, the Battle of Agincourt. the misconceptions about that battle are so vast and so amazing. I can't even begin to discuss it. It's just incredible. But I mean, as a start, you know, for people that believe that the English longbow somehow had the ability to pierce French cavalry armor, no matter how they fired, is absurd. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. I'm not a physics major, but I do have a brain. Sort of. Part of one, at least. Oh, nice, General Tiberius. Alright, so we're going to push up here. Let's go ahead and open fire on their regiment of foot. That unit's eventually going to have to pull back, but what I'm going to do is see if I can't assist them a little bit by sending the cavalry through. Somebody mentioning cavalry charges earlier, so maybe we have an opportunity here. Oh boy. And my guess is they have square formation. Let's hope not, though. Uphill cavalry charge, not the best idea. That being said, it'll give our men a little bit of time. But look at that, the natives are actually getting on the walls already. Wow, alright. We'll start moving in. We'll open fire at the enemy's general's bodyguard. Again here, really great programming by Creative Assembly, putting their general right there in front of our men. You can't beat it, guys. This is the future of gaming right here. Let's get a shot. Let's get a shot on him. Okay, I think he's actually going to get inside in time. Here we go. Let's bring another one up here. Can't beat that realism. You got an enemy general that's just like meters away. Okay. Yeah, this is why I have such a negative relationship with Total War games in general. I do like them, don't get me wrong, but see, like, when stuff like this occurs, and just the setup itself, I don't know, man. Here we go. General's bodyguard, kill him. Kill it. Kill him. Look at this. The general is charging out. Apparently, he's decided that suicide is preferable to surrendering to us, so he is actually just giving his life to us at this point. There we go. That's what we're talking about, guys. I actually thought they fixed it there at the last second, but no, sir. We got us a free general. I wish at this point he would just, like, get off his horse and, you know, put his hat down and just kind of put his hands up. You know, why not have that animation? It would be far superior to that one. I don't think we actually killed him. I think we just killed his staff. There we go. Now we killed him. Now we killed him. Oh, boy. I can imagine you guys watching this just like, oh, no. Oh, man. Exactly, Ariman. Yeah, the longbow wasn't a night killer. I mean, what it did, another thing that people don't consider is the ground at Agincourt during the time of the battle, how muddy it was. When you're charging through mud, you know, especially with horses, the horses get stuck. And certainly the longbow could kill the horses, and if you're in a full suit of armor and fall off your horse into mud, you know, just imagine what happens there. You know, the difficulty in maneuvering, etc. And that's essentially what happened to the French. It's just getting continuously stuck in that mud. French on top of French on top of French. Just, you know, no way to escape. It's an absolute nightmare. But that whole Hollywood, I'm just going to call it Hollywood-esque version, you know, of like these longbow arrows coming out of the sky and piercing plate mail is just ridiculous. It goes against, like, all rules of physics. I'm sure that, like, at a certain speed, like, there's that whole railgun thing, you know, where you can fire any projectile at a certain speed, and it'll pierce anything. But that speed would have to be incredibly, you know, much higher. Alright, we just lost George Washington in a heroic death. Don't worry, guys. The U.S. is going to be much better off because of it. Get John Adams as president. No! Go away! We're going to go ahead and just charge right in with all of the men at this point. Here we go. I think he's actually going to rally back at the city. I think he just gets injured, if I'm not mistaken. You're right, Bullet. I know. Sure, yeah, sure, Wolf Canada. I don't see any any issues with that. All right, let's go in there. That's going to be a victory for sure. Don't really even have to wrap it up properly. We'll just send our men right in. We're going to have Zombie Washington as our new president. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, man. What do you want, Bullet? You got it. Oh! Bullet right in my ear, dude. Really, dude? Really? Right in my ear. Oh my god. Right in my ear he did that, guys. He was just... Oh, that hurt so bad. Oh, god. Oh my gosh, man. Alright, guys, we're going to go into this blockhouse here. Yeah, I think we just do a final countdown here. We might as well charge. And I'll have a charge right down here as well. Here we go. No, why are they not... Why are they going the other way? I'm really going to start doing streams and just taking the phone off the hook. It's so frustrating to me. It's like, especially people that will call twice, knowing that you haven't picked up the first time. And conquered all of France. I like Alex's take. I like Alex's take on the battle. Alright, well, we've killed many Frenchmen in this battle. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. Trying to avenge Washington here. Why in God's name is that battle timer stuck? Somebody tell me this is not happening. There we go. All right, there we go, guys. Well, once again, there we go. I was gonna say, is it not gonna let us win the battle? Okay. So we've captured the fort, and I guess losing Washington does not end our campaign. However, as we can see here, we have lost George Washington. Bullet's doing well. We got his shots yesterday, actually, for rabies, all that stuff. He also got, it's called, see, I'm forgetting my English being here in Portugal, desparasitizado, deparasitized. So, yeah, it was quite fun, quite an interesting experience. I mean, it wasn't fun for him. He hated it, but, you know, it was fun to see the vets' reaction, etc. The Iroquois want trade with us. He's like, Aramon's liking the bugs. You're right, though. It's kind of like a B movie that the bugs are so bad that they're entertaining. Like, it's fun to watch, despite it being clearly wrong. It's just like, that's pretty funny. Oh, wait a minute. No, we need a general. We need a general. Let's see if we are going to go ahead. We should also try and recruit more men here. I'm going to go to my Rangers and hire a general from them. And it's going to be Albert Bridges. Wouldn't it have been creepy if instead of Albert Bridges, one of Nestor's great ancestor popped up, his name popped up? Abraham Lincoln. Rest in peace, Washington. That's right.
or whose equipment has been
Well, that moves you up even more in the presidential rankings, you see?
to bring them back up
It
to
all
base.
works out in the end.
Funds
Here we go.
are deducted from your treasury at the beginning of each term to pay for the
Easy victory there against the French.
in the field. This is no
And there we go.
successfully
Good old
captured
Albert
Fort
Bridges
Niagara.
will actually be the
The
first
Royal
US
Allies
president,
now
apparently.
firmly under British control. However, the war against the French has now escalated across the entire 13 colonies. and it's
Deworming,
going
that's
well
it,
for
Wolf
the
Canada.
British.
Yeah, we did
You
that.
must
But
do
he was
what
fine.
you
He didn't
can
have
to help
anything.
them overcome the French.
He was totally clean. I know, because I had to inspect his droppings. It wasn't fun. Everything was fine.
The majority
see.
of your faction's income is generated by taxation. Click on the government button. The government details panel gathers together
Protestantism.
essential statistics and information
Exactly.
for the month.
All right. So I think with the army, I'm just going to try and obviously build it up again. They've gotten some pretty good combat experience here. But unfortunately, they're beaten to pieces. So let's see if we can't just fix this up. A little bit of DIY. Looking good, boys. All right.
You just selected a piece belonging to another nation. You cannot order it to do anything.
Quiet, woman. All right, let's end the turn. I might try actually to get some more men over here. Yeah, let's get some more of the line infantry, some lobsterbacks. There we go. Oh my goodness, look at that Iroquois army. If we have to face that, that's going to be a problem.
If you want to achieve this now, left-click on the port icon to the
We
east
need
of
to wait until
Jamestown.
these guys have built up their forces.
There is unused land suitable for plantations.
All right, boys, taking on another group of Frenchmen.
Plantations here.
Hopefully this time our general will fare somewhat better.
Income through
Yeah, I'll go ahead and attack. Thank you, Wolf Canada, you too, my friend. Oh my goodness. Similar situation as the one we just got out of. Alright, so let's go right up there. That's what I'm looking for. This time we'll keep the general behind. We're not even going to send him to the battlefield. But I certainly want to send this massive group here. Look at that. Go for it, boys. Now imagine a full kit running up that hill at this speed. You wouldn't be able to fight a battle, let's be honest. That would be just it for you, pretty much. Yeah, I think you've got a point, Arimon. Alright, let's see how this goes. I don't know why they would have a unit right there of just irregulars. That's some really, really close fire. a second there, I thought they were artillery. I'm going mad. Let's unload these guys. Unlimber them, I should say. And just take shots at this point at the wall of the fort. Why not? They'll leave the fort to make a last stand in an open field. Sounds pretty Total War to me. Oh, yes. Complete close-up fire there on the Colonial cavalry. Incredibly, it wasn't their general. They're changing their tactics. They're not just attacking with their general in the first wave. That's pretty amazing. Next-gen stuff here, guys. Yeah, I want to actually make sure they're running, especially in this situation. Let's go. That's it. See where the rest of the army is, or how much of the rest of the army is left. Quite a bit. So we'll try to bring the guys over here. And again, the weird AI here, I'm almost tempted to go and do a cavalry charge. See if we can't just easily get in here, or at least easily take out these irregulars. So I'm going for it. Let's just take out their artillery while we can there. Also try to get a shot with the Rangers, an early shot here. We can spread them out and also put them in skirmish mode in case we get charged. Yeah, it's good enough. Just go, just go. Look at that, look at that, look at that! General's bodyguard! No way! No way! Why, game? Why? General's bodyguard, guys! Those are French tactics! Send out the general first. Oh my gosh. It still never gets old. It's still one of my favorite Total War games. Just look at that, man. You guys called it. I mean, Armand called it. Nestor called it. They're like, yep, they're just gonna leave the fort, and that's exactly what they did. These guys are just like standing here with the door open. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It makes no sense. I mean, life must be really awful in North America, where these guys are. It must be so bad. It's like that scene in Kevin Costner Dances with Wolves, where he goes into the general's office. I don't even know if it's a general. I think it's like a colonel. And then as he leaves, he just kills himself. It's pretty much what just happened. Just like this area is so terrible that it's not even worth living. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Wonderful job, AI. Wonderful job. We know you stand for realism. Let's see if they'll stand there and let us charge right in. I think we still might want to take the walls, though, actually. Yeah, okay, they're actually going inside. Smart move. You did lose your general, but, you know. Next best thing, I guess. Here we go, boys. Let's storm the fort. Tell me they're going to open that door up again. Nope. So our guys are very tired. They could lose the first fight up here. just because they are exhausted, but we're still setting them in. The rest of these guys will have a little bit more time to sort of rest a bit. They're eager. See, just moving up this area here actually greatly exhausts the men. So we'll keep this unit kind of standing here. They will take missile fire, but, you know, at least they'll be able to rest a little bit. There we go. Get up there, boys. Yeah, one of our units has capitulated. I was worried about that. But we're moving in, and they are, again, coming out with one of these guys. We'll open fire. Worried that that first wave wouldn't do a very good job, so it's time to bring up our replacements. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in moving in with these guys. They're already fighting some of the natives here. And the French are leaving the fort. I think Aramon called it. I think they're actually going to take their whole army and leave this fort. In which case, we will get some nice volleys as they're descending. But they will get that up or that downhill charge bonus, so maybe not such a bad idea. Whoa, whoa! Artillery's coming in quite close. Alright, last stand, boys. Get up there. Just some standard Colonial militia, nothing special. Let's hope they can win this battle for us. Reload a lot faster here, come on. So many natives out here. I might even send them in on a charge. I just don't think it's going to go that well for us, especially since it's uphill. So what I'll try to do is actually get these guys over there. Oh, man. That's right, we had some cavalry here. Let's bring the cavalry back. We can probably go ahead and send them in just as a little extra attack on the enemy. Here we go. Would you like a cavalry charge or an infantry charge? Yes. Here we go. Just gotta push them back. It's only 15 men. But, yep, sure enough, what did I tell you? They are terrified. And I definitely want to run them down. I don't want them getting back into the safety of the fort. So, let's push forward. Looks like we do have some guys here standing next to the fort. Not sure why, but never really sure in this game. And I am going to charge. I know that this will probably break our cavalry unit, but I think we can at least get some pretty substantial damage in, if we're lucky. Ooh! So they're just going to stand there. They're not going to react. this happens. Look at that. We've got natives coming out of the fort. It's like a hive swarm, guys. This is madness. Got to get in there. Take control of the situation. Because right now they're just going to keep running us over. We can bring the general in now, but we'll of course keep him way back here. Yeah, they've totally wiped out the cavalry, but I think our infantry is going to do just fine here, numbers-wise. Although this is a crazy fight. Fire at the Marines. Try and see if our men can't stand like this and fire at those guys. Anytime now, boys. There's so many of our own men in this formation. I think they might not fire. There we go. No, now you can't fire. It looks like some of the French might be trying to make it back into the fort. No, they're all coming out. At this point, all we really have to do is just hold on. Hold on for dear life. Bring those reinforcements in. Do even more damage to them. Yeah, they are just charging. They are not even standing in line for a volley fire. They're just charging. I guess they figured this is as good as it's going to get for them. We'll oblige them. Actually, maybe we should go ahead. They might get a nice little downhill charge here. I'm going to force our men to charge uphill. Just one group. See if we can't rush some of our men out here into a better firing position. It's just our artillery for now. Let's see if we can target these men. Oh, our boys are faltering. Our boys are definitely faltering here. I might have to do a creative assembly move myself and charge with my general. See if I can't save the men. Or, you know what, I'll keep them behind the cannon for now. Let's see if we can hold for a bit longer at least. These French may have held their fort. My God. Yeah, let's charge. I think we have no other choice. We've got to charge. This general's replaceable. We know that. Here we go. By gods, I think they've done it. There we go, guys. Let's see if we can't turn this around. Last few seconds of the battle. I don't think so. I think that's it. All the shit talking against creative assembly. They finally shut me up. Their awful tactic actually worked. I think we also just, this choke point here, we couldn't get our men into good firing positions. If your men don't have a proper straight line, it doesn't really work very well. So actually what I might do here is retreat with the general, try to save him. Yeah, I think that's the way to go here. These guys are still fighting, man, to the last man. Yeah, we're going to retreat with the general. Well, we still have some ranges. You know what? Can the Rangers change this battle, you know, turn it around? Maybe they can. Maybe, just maybe. There's not anything, no sort of like rally or anything like that as far as I can tell. At least we can kill a few Frenchmen. Come on. After that second volley, I'll charge again with the general here. Go! Yeah, there's no real charge bonus there. Let's see what happens, though. Alright, plan B, retreat. Definitely retreat, and we'll retreat with this unit as well. Let's just get them all off the field. Wait a minute, every time I think I'm about to retreat, suddenly another unit rallies. Let's bring them back. Okay, this is... Hold on a second. I've changed my mind, You can go back. Oh, wait a minute. I think we're out. We are. Wow, we're actually out of cartridges for the Rangers here, so that's going to be complicated. Let's get the Colonial Militia. Just look at that awful setup. There we go. Let me see if I can see you guys in chat. Sorry, my phone died, so now I'm stuck with the not the greatest internet in the world. Come on, guys. Oh, come on. Alright, let's try Chrome. Hold on one sec. Okay, I see you guys. Carlos Carvalho, hello! How are you doing, my friend? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. For whatever reason, here on the main PC, my browser is acting up a bit. I'm just going to jump back into the battle here. I'll just have to run back to the laptop to see your messages. Good to see you, Carlos. We got some Portuguese viewers. Awesome, man. Viva Portugal! But today we have to do a little bit of Viva America. It's one of those occasions. Oh, let's move back. What I love too is the AI here. They're actually retreating from a 31-man unit with no bullets. That's an easy route for them. But they could be trying to get back to the actual fort. That way it would be impossible for us to turn this battle around, as far as I could tell. So let's just move. Come on, come on. Don't forget, guys, especially I see some new people, new faces here. Please go to twitch.tv/AgrippaMaxenius. Follow us there, because again, most of these live streams, 95% of our live streams we do on Twitch, not here on YouTube. Might as well send in the general. They said don't charge with that general. Fair enough. We'll keep the general back here. Try to save him at least. Come on, come on, boys. This terrain is so bad. It's taking them forever to just get into formation. Well, these are all colonial settlers. I don't think we have a single regiment of soldiers left. Here we go. Firing at the regiment of foot. Of course, those guys had to retreat, but hopefully they did some damage at least. For America. Oh, yes. That's what I like to see. Imagine if we can turn this battle around, guys. I really want to right now. I really want to turn it around. So I'm going to try. Fortunately, I don't think we can break them. They're just too close to the fort. We could damage them a little bit more. Here's another thing we can do, is we can try... I think these guys are probably out of ammo at this point, but if they're not, we can try to just blow a hole in the fort. In fact, I'll have them try to hit the enemy soldiers here. Keep firing at them, and let's get these guys. Hopefully they can get some shots on the regiment of foot, the Marines. Come on, boys, come on. See, they should be in range already, but the formations are kind of messed up here. Ooh, they're already shooting at the general. Let's see. Let's go. Only one way to go. Come on, reload, boys. Let's show these Frenchmen we mean business. And actually, I will charge with the general, especially if they've got their back turned. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What is... There we go. Finally. Nice. Okay, they have come out to fight us. Sneaky little bastards. Actually, they're staying perfectly still, so we'll move back again. I don't think they're falling for the trap there. Just keep firing away. Nice. Oh, yes! Oh, our cannons are still coming in. Quite helpful there. As soon as they're faltering there, I'll try to go in for the charge. There we go. He's just rallied right there at the last second. I don't understand it. How about here? Oh my goodness, come on, really? Get out of here. Try to get another volley on them just to make sure they are definitely retreating. Because it looked like they were kind of going for our general, although they could have just been running in the same direction. Yeah, that's as far as our boys are going to go today. We tried our best, but we're going to have to bring another force here to take this fort. Let's take a look here at the chat. Alright, boys. Well, we did our best, but that's going to be it. What a hell of a fight, though. We're going to go ahead and retreat with this general, try to save him, and retreat with our cavalrymen, or excuse me, our artillerymen as well. I wish we had some cavalry. Unfortunately, that's going to be it. Man, what a hell of a fight. Real bloody one there. And let's just get to the end of it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream so far. We're almost to about an hour and 30 minutes in this stream. And I think, you know, even though it's not going to be 4th of July next time we play this game, we should definitely try to continue it, see if we can't accomplish the North American campaign here, guys. So stay tuned for sure. But as always, join our Discord, our Twitter, and our Twitch. If you really want to help the channel, you can always also donate bits on Twitch, or I don't know what they call them here. But there's some sort of donation you can do via YouTube. It's totally up to you guys, but thank you so much for stopping by to watch. Now I just want this battle to end. But it's taken a while. I think we could just quit, can't we? Yeah, let's do that. So I actually do want to save this. And let's see how much of our army is actually left. So what I'll probably do now is retreat back this way towards Virginia at this point and try to rebuild that force. We'll just put it as British Colonials 8. That seems about right to me. Why not? Who am I to question the British? Alright, let's see here if I can get on YouTube on my PC. It's freaking annoying me, man. I mean, it might be Empire that's actually not allowing me to get there. I don't know. Alright, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you had a good time, and I'll catch you on the next one.